Ah, I like a messy office. It symbolizes an organized mind. Dominic Lattimore.
Sam Waters. Yeah, I take your coat.
Oh, that's fine, that's fine. It's very interesting. I had this mental image. Gray hair, pulled back, Coke bottles, tweeds and stick pins, kind of pasty, a woman waving a white flag at varicose veins and gravity.
Where was it? Somewhere between reality and the twilight of imagination.
Murder in Memphis. I wrote that 16 years ago.
I read it in my freshman psych class in college. Please.
Oh, thank you.
Mr. Lattimore, I have a question.
You want to know about the satin slipper killer? Say that 5 times fast.
You investigated the case. You even had a chance to see the evidence locker.
Dead Willie Loman's hot stuff. But except for one kid with a big imagination, there wasn't enough there.
And what did the kid say?
Well, he claimed he saw the killer bearing a body. Nobody believed him. Even the kid's father said he was making it up. Troubled family.
Did you keep your research?
Oh, yeah. Yellow pads and scratch paper back then.
May I see it?
You're kidding? Favors to the FBI are money in the bank.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that we could pay you.
First shot at anything you come up with would be good enough. There may still be a book in satin slippers. Of course, it might not be as good a story as Jack of all trades. A story like Jacko could bring 7 figures in a heartbeat. Especially if it was your story.
I'm not sure that the glorification of Jack is something the world needs.
Not glorification, documentation, executioner's song, in cold blood.
I would like to see those notes, Mr. Lattimore.
I'll send them. First shot, though.
Good morning, Mother. Own your horizon, and you feel as though the world is yours. That's what Mr. Wright said about Taliesin. But you were just a baby.
Mother, I want to tell you something. There's a woman. Well, I think I'm in love with her.
Capital of Guam, 5 letters. Capital should have more.
She's beautiful. She has a very good job. She works for the government.
Well, everyone has his niche. Government is the niche for leftovers and cynics, your father used to say, remember? Maggots supping off the public gravy trough.
She's a professional. More of an idealist, really.
A dying species, like me.
She's not like you, Mother. Now there's this other woman. It's a mistake.
Do they have names?
The one that I want? Her name is Samantha.
Well, you tell Samantha. I'm too old to be a grandmother.
I'll tell her, Mother.
What I don't understand is how he knows what forensics to clean up, how he knows what we're looking for.
He must have Drake's teeth mounted on something to make the bite marks. Like a modified pair of pliers.
With the correct occlusion.
Anything with Lattimore?
Yeah, he's gonna send me his notes. Strange guy. Wanted to like him, but I don't think I'm going to.
State Police and Missing Persons just found an empty delivery truck in the woods near Greensboro. It's been missing since last night.
Drake's first victim was a delivery man. He was found at the cabin in the woods rented by T.C. Ryan.
You're not gonna believe this.
I already do. He was headed for the same cabin.
Find out what he was delivering. I bet they had rubber soles.
Yesterday's murder is almost a carbon copy of 1957, even down to the professions of his victims. This killer's following Drake.
Billy, what happened to the whorehouse?
The Satin Slipper shut down in 1959, then condemned after Hurricane Andrew in 1992.
Forensics are zero, Val, but I'm gonna keep looking. He's better than maids or us.
You okay?
Yeah, I just need a minute.
Anything more on the fingerprints?
Zip, the TC Ryan ID from the prison was a fake. No photographs.
Well, if he got Drake's identity from a fingerprint, he must have done it something like we did.
Well, that's pretty tacky.
Or he knew from before. Maybe Drake wasn't working alone.
Why did he wait so long?
I don't think he was waiting. I think that he was looking for Drake all along, but he kept hitting the same dead ends that everybody else did.
Square one. All right. Drake's third victim was a bus driver. I put out notice to all the private companies in North Carolina. If this guy stays on course, that's where he's gonna hit next. You should go home.
Oh, and do what? Sit on my tuchus for the next 4 weeks? No, thanks.
I thought I was the only workaholic around here.
Well, I guess it's contagious. Listen, I'm a pumpkin for about an hour. Tom's parents are in town, okay?
Give him my love.
Yep.
Hey, Sam, take your beeper.
Yep.
And here he is, just a few hours old.
Oh, he's beautiful. What are you calling him?
We're calling him Bourbon because his mama is the color of dent corn and his daddy is sixth-row barley.
Oh, I'd love to come down and see him.
It's only a hop, skip, and a jump, Sam.
Well, maybe on Chloe's winter vacation we could.
And how is our little princess?
Oh, she's fine. She's growing like a weed. She's wearing my slippers in her school production of Cinderella tonight. Little tissue paper, they almost fit.
And how's she doing in school?
Well, let's see. In reading, she's getting an A. Spelling, B+, and arithmetic. Well, arithmetic needs a little work.
I could never do it. Never. Of course, in those days, I always figured that schoolwork was about as necessary as a raincoat and a dog.
Have you heard from your father?
No, I mean, not for a while now.
And Angel's fine.
Oh, she's a rock. I don't know what I would do without her. Wait until you see what she's done with Chloe's costume. It's, excuse me.
Something wrong?
I hope not.
That job of yours, it must drive you crazy.
Excuse me, I have to find a phone. I'll be right back.
Hi, a local gentleman noticed the bus on the shoulder. Wasn't no good reason for that. See, the express makes its last stop over to Wadesboro. Gas is up and it shuttles back to Charlotte.
He's been dead, my guess, 2.5 hours.
Anybody else see anything?
Oh, there's not many folks around here, just people passing through. Farmers and the like.
All the luggage was taken out. The driver was stuffed in here. Why would somebody do such a thing?
We've been trying to find out since 1956.
Graves?
On my tuchus at a crime scene, can you believe it? I thought you said the firstborn was supposed to be delivered late.
That's only if they don't come early.
Excuse me, where's the nearest hospital?
It's in Charlotte, about an hour from here.
Lacey.
Ma'am, are you having contractions?
Yeah, I am.
Are they strong and regular?
Yeah, they're 60 seconds apart. Arnold, I'm a doctor. I know what this means.
She's a doctor. Let's get her in a car. Right, let's
I believe that my van would be safer than that, sir.
Sam, you gotta tell Morgan.
No, I'm not talking about
I'm gonna have
speed, sir.
Bailey.
There's no time for that. This child is ready to be born. Ma'am, would you have any personal objections to having your baby in the coroner's van here? It'll be perfectly safe. No. Here we go. All right. Why don't you get your hand?
I'll get in the van with her. I'll get in. I'm coming, Grace. I'm coming.
Keep blowing, all right?
Aren't you supposed to do that, like, after?